Hey everyone, welcome to my new channel. A quick rundown of myself. My name is Didier Ratish and I'm a mechanical engineering student at the University of Sydney who loves to learn through projects such as this. Today I've got an interesting taster video lined up for you all, as we'll be diving into the potential reasons as to why my first model rocket launch didn't go to plan, as you saw in the previous video. As we all know, experimentation is all about learning, and sometimes things don't go smoothly, and failures always are a good learning opportunity. So without further ado, let's all dig in and see what went wrong.
3, 2, 1, go.
So we'll start off by analyzing the first launch. So for the two launches, I actually used two minor variations of the same rocket. So for the first rocket, I used this design, which is up on screen. So considering that we have a different rocket for the first test compared to the second, let's hop right into the video and see if we can visually diagnose what could have potentially gone wrong. The rocket essentially veered off course straight away and headed in a downward trajectory after gaining a minor amount of elevation. My take on this is that it likely got tangled with the actual support to make it go vertical. That's up on screen here. And my belief is that kind of slightly swayed the stability as soon as it took off, and that caused it to veer straight away. It does not show on the footage, but after it veered and went sideways, it did go in a direct straight line all the way to the floor, which was about 40 meters from the launch site. So the fact that it did go straight is good news, but my feeling for this test, based off the video, is that it got tangled. Now for the analytical analysis, we'll start off by looking at one of the major factors that influence the stability of model rockets, which is the center of gravity and center of pressure locations. So for my rocket, I determined the center of mass based off, as you can see, SolidWorks. So conveniently enough, they have their own software that they can use to calculate that sort of thing. Of course, you can do it by hand, but it is quite tedious, quite straightforward calculations, but just tedious. So if you do it on SolidWorks, you can do it this way. Now, to find the center of pressure, it's relatively straightforward, but a bit trickier than the center of mass. So essentially, we have to find the centroid of the simple shapes that make up the rocket. So because I use quite a simple design, this could be relatively straightforward. So I've done the calcs already, and from the calcs we can see that the center of pressure is actually really high. So I'll put another reference image up here, and as you can see, ideally we'd want the center of mass to be above the center of pressure. This is not the case. Now, using our best friend ChatGPT, I did validify the thrust to weight ratio as well, which is another major component about model rocket success. So ideally, from the research that I've done, you need at least a ratio of 5 or higher for thrust to weight. So I did my own calcs, but I'll put the ChatGPT version up here. And as you can see, essentially it had a thrust to weight ratio of around 5.7. So that is fine. thrust to weight was not the issue. So yeah. Anyway, let's go to the second launch. Now for the second launch, I used a very similar design concept, except the bottom of the fins were removed. So here's an image of what the design for the second launch was. And essentially, the pattern you saw was a very unstable flight. So my reasoning for this is as follows. Now, the thrust to weight ratio is not a major factor here, as if anything it would have improved due to reduced weight with the same amount of thrust, as I did use the same engines, Estes C65, for both launches. So my main reasoning for this one would be the center of pressure creeping even higher. So the center of pressure would creep even higher because you're removing area from the bottom of the rocket, thus causing the net center of pressure location to move a bit higher above. So this would result in even more instability, as we saw in this reference picture, and would thus lead to even more unstable flight compared to in launch 1. So yeah. So this means that essentially the rocket was bound to fail from the get-go. So as we can see here, by running analytical and visual analysis, we get two different theories. Obviously the analytical is more solid because the theory is backed and researched, but the visual also helps to diagnose initially and to physically see if there are any major issues which may not be detected by analytical solutions. And that wraps up the video. Hope you guys had a great time, enjoyed some engineering analysis. I had fun making it. I had fun launching rockets. If you'd like to see any particular ideas to test out, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.